There's like 3 cars in the parking lot. Okay, there's 2, but a few, 3 over there. We're gonna have the place to ourselves, babe. Look at this.
We don't have to worry about wall-to-wall people. Rhonda likes to push buttons. You hear all that? That's Rhonda pushes buttons.
And push your buttons.
So you fill it up with white gas, and then you take it here and you pump it. Oh, look at that. What do you think about that? So to our surprise, this is actually a working mill.
Wow. Okay. We're gonna do this right here. This will be great.
Life here is so much slower.
You know, one thing that stands out to me is how clean everything is. I don't know if it's just the Amish or what, but I feel like if they are people of faith and, you know, God, I always say God is a God of organization and not chaos. And I look at their places and, I mean, you can tell a lot of them, like, because they have the buggies and you see them, but the places are like pristine. So we are 4 minutes out from the RV Museum and Hall of Fame. Can you guys see the Lippert's right behind us? So that must be their headquarters. It's kind of surreal to be here.
But then on the map it says Furion.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it used to be Furion. Maybe it changed. Can you see that massive structure behind us? I don't think you can realize how huge that is. But Stan just looked it up. It's going to be Amazon. That's cool. How many people will that employ?
This is a 1/24th scale model, which means that it depicts a full-size plant that would be approximately 96 feet wide by 360 feet long. While no 2 RV manufacturing plants are laid out exactly the same, and certainly the RVs themselves have design differences, there are some typical similarities in production. This presentation is designed to give you a general idea of the RV manufacturing process.
This is where it began.
Wow. This is the 1913 Earl travel trailer and Model T Ford. It's the oldest travel trailer in the world, custom made for a Caltech professor by LA carriage maker. It was restored in 1980.
Rhonda likes to push buttons. You hear all that? That's Rhonda pushes buttons.
And push your buttons. 1958 22-foot Airstream trailer.
Isn't that something?
Wow.
And they still look the same.
Look comfortable.
in the olden days, they'd have a little tank for your camp stove. And you fill it with white gas, and it had a pump on top of it. And you pump it, pump, 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 pump.
Really?
And that's how it made the gas, and that's how you would light your stove.
That's phenomenal.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is.
This is a great example right here.
Okay.
This is the Coleman lantern. And you put your white gas in here. See? That's where you put your white gas in. All right, you fill it up. And this is your little pump. And it screws like this. And then you pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it. And you close it off. And that's what, and then you turn it on and it makes gas.
Wow.
And that's how these stoves work, used to work also. This to me does not seem uncomfortable. But if you think about it, this sleeps 6.
6.
2 down here, 2 up here.
Oh.
Put the table down.
Yeah.
2 right there.
This is the 1954 Yellowstone travel trailer. Look at this guy.
This got 2 doors.
I know. The parents were getting smart. They could escape out the back. Look at that. Hello.
Coat closet. Stove. Refrigerator.
These are residential apartments with refrigerator.
Look at those heaters.
Oh, the rear door is intended as a
What,
fire
they didn't have
escape.
tall people back then?
Oh my gosh. Hit your head.
Well, look at this. What do you think? Okay. What, they had little people back then? That's a Monte Carlo.
You love Monte Carlos. You love the 1970 Monte Carlo.
That's a 1970 Monte Carlo. Sit down.
What are we doing?
You gotta look up there.
Put on a brighter smile for the camera. $1985 Bounder. Woo!
It only says 34,000.
Are you kidding? 34,000 miles? Wow.
You can't see it, but at least this thing's got a bathtub in it.
Nice. Okay, so did you own this? Did your family have this?
No, this is 4 years prior to when we bought our first RV. Because we bought the 1982 Mini Winnie.
I'm gonna go check it out. 1978. Wow. Is it a lot like it? Do you remember it?
Yeah, it's a lot like it. This was
Your home, your like landing pad up there.
so when we traveled. I love traveling up here, and I have a distinct memory. We were heading to Las Vegas, and my mom was always driving. She was always the driver of the RV, and I could see traffic before she could see traffic. So as she was cresting over the hill, all the traffic was backed up. And I was able to tell her, "Mom, stop!" And sure enough, there was a watermelon truck that had flipped over and shut down the freeway. And because I was able to tell her to slow down,
Isn't that something?
we survived.
Is this the Mae West car?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so this is the 1931 Mae West house car. Look at that. Chevy-based, custom-made house car was one of the enticements offered by Paramount Studios to get Mae West to leave the vaudeville circuit and begin to make movies for them. Wow, it is designed as a chauffeur-driven lounge and not as a camper unit. It features a small hot plate stove, icebox, small table to enjoy lunch, or a spot of tea. Let's go touch where Mae West may have touched. What is this? It's a GMC, but it doesn't give us any XF15. It's pretty fancy. When they found it, it was parked next to a dumpster.
Wow.
And they've restored it.
Pretty incredible.
It's really nice. I like the carpet. This is what they put in. Oh, this is what they put in the Airstreams, babe. It's kind of like a waterproof.
It's interesting that it doesn't matter how old things are, you can restore everything.
I know. Oh, wine. They have a wine fridge right there. Okay, look at that. What? Wow. That's priorities. You guys gotta look at this. All original RV has 100,000 odometer miles, has traveled with their two sons, Chad and Todd, around the USA to all the national parks west of the Mississippi River. And it was used for high school tailgate parties and family camping trips, pulling the ski boat to Lake Havasu, Arizona. That's where we live. And dune buggy trailers to Glamis, California. How cool is this?
These things, as you all know, are still on the road today.
This is the Bumblebee.
Go with the gold star.
Wait, okay. I'm going gold. So what do we got here?
All right, so you have to mark where you're from, the city you're from.
Oh, okay. Put a star on the city
Put a
to show us where you're from.
Star from the city that you're from. And so I was checking this out, and no one has come from Lake Havasu City.
Excuse me.
And so we get to put a star on Lake Havasu.
Isn't that cool? That's awesome. Man, not a lot of people from the West.
Not a lot of people. Not a lot of people from the West
are marking their spot.
Right now, one person.
Nobody. Oh, one from Vegas.
One from Nevada.
Wait, Montana. Come on, Montana.
Nobody from Montana.
Y'all need to come over here.
Nobody from North Dakota.
Oh my gosh. Look at this. Yeah, mostly all right in here in this area. And then
nobody from Mississippi.
No. That's fun.
Yeah.
Good to go. Well, unfortunately, we did not get to see KYD's bird, the bird. The little gal in the front actually says they hear directly from them, and they're having some trouble or something. I don't know if it's trouble, but it was just that, like, still in Michigan or something. So it's probably not going to be here at the RV Museum Hall of Fame until like mid-May as it stands right now. But I guess if you guys were trying to make the trip to see the bird, definitely check their website. She said they would be posting some pictures and stuff once it arrives, but how cool. This is comical. My eyes are sensitive to the sun, so our first shot, my eyes were closed. Second shot.
Ready?
All right, let's do it.
Ready?
Okay, go.
Go.
Tell me when.
Go.
How'd that turn out?
Delete.
Yep.
No, delete.
One more time.
The things I have to do with this morning. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Ready, go.
Tell me when. Go.
Okay.
No, my eyes were closed. You never told me when. Are they open? Oh. Let's go see Co. 1978. Yikes. Yikes. It's gorgeous. This thing's like, yikes.
I wouldn't even get in here.
And you know what? It smells like you think it smells too.
Who knows what lives in that carpet?
All right, we're gonna hit the road now. Water behind here is 7 feet deep. And then number 2, it says there are 2 turbine water wheels behind the green wall, submerged beneath the water.
Right now, up here in the hopper, I have corn, just your normal field corn. It starts up in the hopper there, goes down to this tray here. This tray is a shaker tray, and once I turn it on, the rod here is called a damsel. It will start to rotate, and that will basically hit that tray, allow it to shake and fall down into the stone. And it goes right through the middle of the stone. It's called the eye of the stone. Once it falls down onto the bed stone, which is totally stationary, it does not move. The stone you see right through that plexiglass there is the top stone. That is called the runner stone. That runner stone is the only stone that actually moves, and as it goes around, it crushes anything that gets in between. It does it by the landings in these grooves. These grooves are called the farrows. The farrows, basically the grain gets stuck in the farrows. These landings here will bring that grain up to these landings and then crush it. So you can look at it as like giant scissors basically. It just dices anything that gets in between. My stones back here are about 2,000 pounds each. So my bottom stone's 2,000 pounds and my top stone's 2,000 pounds. The stone that does all the work, of course, is my top stone. Once it gets grounded, comes down my chute, up the elevator, down that chute, and then into the sifter. My sifter will then sift the unsifted cornmeal, and it will sift it into corn flour, cornmeal, and then grits and hulls. The other thing that makes this mill a little bit different than what most people think of is we have horizontal wheels instead of vertical wheels. We've never had a vertical wheel here. My vertical wheel would run this way. Our wheels run horizontal. So these are my horizontal wheels. I have a Luffle and I have an American. My American powers my original stones. That American that we have downstairs is an 1865 model.
So then it's the water that turns everything.
Yep. And then my Luffle is a 1910 that powers my granite set. That is our newest turbine that we have. The oldest turbine, or not turbine, but the oldest wheel that was used here was called a tub wheel. It was made out of all wood. We no longer have that wheel because, you know, water and wood don't mix well together, especially in 1837 when this mill was built. They didn't really have treated lumber back then.
Right.
This wheel here opens up my floodgates that go all the way around my turbine. Once I open this up and get enough water flowing through, everything will start up all at once.
Goes out. Well, 5
then once it goes through the sifter, you get corn flour, which is really fine.
Wow.
And then you get cornmeal, which is about a medium fineness.
Wow.
And then everything that's left on the screen inside is your grits and your hulls. So the biggest pieces. And these, that's a grit. That's where your southern grits come from. And then that is a hull. It's just the shell of the corn.
Amazing.
And then turn it off. Just close the floodgates. And then once, and then it'll slow down and, oh.
That's amazing.
What is your name?
My name's Brandon.
Brandon?
Yep.
How did you learn to do all this?
I started this job in 2019 and I was basically just on the job training.
Do you love your job?
I do.
Yeah.
About that.
Oh, the smell is incredible.
So, sorry for you who are vegetarians, but I'm a meat and potato man. And so, we went to Yoder's Cheese and Meat. We were able to buy some Wagyu. And if you don't know about Wagyu, it's probably the most expensive meat you can buy anywhere. And we were able to get this piece of meat for $9.99 a pound. So, and if you were to buy this in Arizona, this would be $33 a pound.
Oh, no doubt. That looks amazing. So what did you season it with?
So,
Ta-da!
I seasoned it with, can you smell that? Doesn't that smell wonderful? Seasoned it with some Happy Salt, Shipswana, Happy Salt, and then I used a little bit of their steak seasoning, and bam.
And you can get these at Yoder's, but we got these at that Dutch Country Market yesterday.
And you guys, basically, you know, what I've been doing lately is I've been doing the salt and pepper on my steaks. This has a little bit of garlic that's going to make it taste a little bit nicer. And use some olive oil, and it's cooking up. Rhonda just said, well, didn't you butterfly it like I usually do? And usually they're a lot bigger. But this time, you just don't mess up Wagyu. You just don't mess it up.
That looks delicious. I can't wait.
Once you get it all cooked up, and it's about right, and we're going to eat this medium rare, we'll let it sit for about 20 minutes. Right here we got some yellow potatoes, and these are amazing. Also in olive oil, and they're scrumptious right here.
Oh, that looks delicious.
All right, you guys.
Here you go.
Look at that. Is that beautiful?
Stop the madness.
Stop the madness. The best bakery in Shipswana.
Where?
Don't do that to me. So we went to our grand design tour. They were really surprised when I told them about it. Greg said he's told them about it, but the person I talked to thought it was phenomenal. Let's talk about the grand design tour.
Yes. And I think we need to apologize because we're not going to have a lot of footage or any footage because we couldn't take pictures and we couldn't take video.
So you're just gonna have to listen to us.
Yeah, there might be a couple things I was able to shoot real quick before I knew we were told no.